Hey everybody, I'm just checking in on letting you know where I stand and trying to be healthier, trying to be fully repaired, trying to be the bionic man. Um, Last time that I got PRP injections, it was for my neck. It was cracking all the time by going like this, and also had a lot of pain, kind of like in the torso and kind of hips area. What Dr. Fullerton down in Austin ended up treated a lot of stuff. Excuse me, I look at my notes. He treated the left serratus anterior at the 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th rib, all around here. The lat and the the lat and the oblique on the left side, where the 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th rib connect. The left composite fascia, which is right, like, sorry, I know this is hard, but it's right where the shoulder blade kind of like connects to everything. It's where the lat and the serratus and I think the rhomboid connect. Also have the left posterior scalene at the 2nd rib and the left middle scalene at the 1st rib. He also treated on the left side the first costa traverse, which is where the rib joint connects to the vertebrae. So at that joint, apparently there was a little bit of damage, and he treated that. And that all made this really, he also treated the left subclavius. So that was all really helpful. But, and all the things that used to bother me then don't bother me now. Now it's new things that bother me, like always. One of the biggest things I think that showed the improvement, because, I can talk about pain, but that's so subjective and people can't, see that. So I try to talk about what I can, what I couldn't do or couldn't do very well, and to what I can do. That's more visual, something to just show that I'm just not like making it up, that's just not in my head. Here's a video of me doing overhead press before my previous treatment to seeing Dr. Fullerton. Now that you've seen that, here's a video of me doing overhead press after seeing Dr. Fullerton. If you have an eye for movement, things look much more symmetrical in how like the lat and trap and everything behave. So that's for all you visual people out there, and I guess anybody who wants to check out my back muscles. Gonna save that video for the grandkids. So anyway, how am I doing now? I am actually kind of in a worse position. My lower back is now hurting a lot more. This is a pain that I've talked about and reported before, but it's been kind of in the background. It's something that hasn't been really, other things have been more pronounced, but now that I have this got all this stuff treated, the back pain is now more pronounced. So I think it's because now that so much more is working correctly, what's not working correctly is really not working correctly. It's being asked to do more, and so it's letting me know it's not able to really do the things. So what hurts? Really simple thing, basically bending over to the point where I need to put on my shoes, to put on my pants, real basic things, where that lumbar curve kind of like can go into flexion, or I think that's the right word. Like at the bottom of a squat, how sometimes the hips kind of start to tuck and you stretch out the lumbar, that's what really sets it off. I see a massage therapist, and when she worked on my left hamstring, she saw a lot of the tension around my sacrum joint relax. And she also worked a lot on my right lower back. So it's like left hamstring, pain in the center of my lower back, and then tightness as well on the right side, right above the sacrum. So it's kind of like an X pattern, which from my understanding of the fascia, that makes perfect sense. So I also have a really tight right side adductor magnus, and my left adductor magnus really doesn't work very well. So there's that asymmetry going on as well. I also have, he treated the middle and back scalene, but the front scalene or mastoid clavicular sterno muscle is still real tight. I still find myself like trying to pinch it and get it to release. That causes a lot of, when I get it to release, that causes a lot of relief. Still hurts to tuck my jaw like that. It hurts in here, I can like hear something moving around next to my eardrum, and it's not pleasant. I sometimes crack my neck, not very often. Also, where the cracking is happening seems to have moved up. I've seen a chiropractor once or twice, and they found on this side the C3, C4, on this side the C4, C5 is where things are out of joint, and that's been pretty consistent. Although lately they haven't been, finding anything. So maybe something is adjusted and is better. So that's my neck. Now about lower back pain. Went and got an MRI done, saw a spine surgery specialist, and the MRI report, I'll just try and summarize the radiologist report. Basically, there's bulging discs from the L2, L3, L3, L4, L4, L5, and L5, S1. So all those had some degree of bulging, not a lot, but some. L2, L3 was also just degenerated. L3, L4, possible pars fracture. Pars fracture is a break in the fin around the vertebrae. So it's a break in your vertebrae, but it's not like around the circle part, the core part. It's one of the like vertebral fins that a muscle attaches to. It seems to have a fracture. It's not very easy to tell, but it's on the left side. L4, L5 is a bulging disc with mild degeneration, not much else. L5, S1 is a bulging disc towards the right with degeneration. So I've got this kind of weird crisscross pattern. Talked to the surgeon, asked him what would have caused it, and he's like, we don't know. And the only three remedies that he gave me was physical therapy, something I'm already doing, corticosteroid injections, which really he only wanted to do if there was a flare-up, because I'm pretty, manageable. And third option is surgery, and surgery is basically when you just can't get out of bed. If they reduce the pain to like a 3, then that's like considered a major success, super invasive. He's like, you don't want surgery. He also said, though, that given my age, I'm 38, and the amount of damage, degeneration that he sees, that I'm probably going to need surgery sometime in my life. So that was nice to hear. My plan, though, is to take all this information and stuff and go see Dr. Fullerton in the middle of February, probably around 6 weeks from now, for a treatment. He is really good at finding the victims, or finding the culprits and ignoring the victims. So the bulging discs, he's not going to treat bulging discs. He's not going to treat the pars fracture. That's not what he does. You don't want needles, going around the vertebrae and the spine and stuff like that. That's no. But he's going to try and look at other things. So I sent Dr. Fullerton videos of me, like the overhead press one in slow motion, and also a video of me doing pistol squats, front squats, and back squats. Concerning that overhead press, when he looked at it, he said, The scapular muscles are more symmetric than they used to be, which you can tell. At the height of the overhead press, my mid-lumbar rotates to the right, the spinous process deviates to the left. At the same time, there is asymmetric activity in the glutes. So for the next eval, we're going to focus on the left glute, the left adductor magnus, I think, and the lumbar. That was just based on the overhead press. Looking at the squats, with my pistol squat, trying to pistol squat on my left side doesn't really work very well, and he said that's because my glutes are not controlling the left side. With back squats, the left adductors are not firing as well as the right when I come up. With the front squat, I'm much more symmetrical. And interestingly enough, front squats are I'm much more comfortable in front squats than I am in back squats. Like, it doesn't hurt my back at all, especially when I'm wearing my weight belt. So that is the plan. I'm going to go see Dr. Fullerton middle of February for an evaluation, and we'll see what he says. But that's what it is. I've got 3 bulging discs. I've got a lot of 4 discs are degenerated. But I think that this can be solved without surgery, and that's one reason why I'm putting out this video. So this is Adam signing off.